It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. The Atlanta Hawks in recent years, a new ownership group, a changeover in the front office, new players in key roles. How do you create continuity given all of those changes, Shaq?
Well, it's not an easy thing to do, but with our good friend Grant Hill, part of the ownership group, I think they've done a good job, all things considered.
Well, they have a consistent philosophy now. You know, a style of play. They draw and kick. They have ball movement, unselfishness. So you know how to trade better, you know how to draft better, and definitely know how to coach better.
Kevin Harlan is standing by as we approach tip-off.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
Well, I thought they lacked focus. They took too many unnecessary chances, just a ton of mistakes all the way around for everyone.
And as we've got a few moments here before the tip, let's go to David Aldridge, who was able to speak with Mike Budenholzer. Dave, what'd you find out?
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense. He said they have so many different ways to hurt you that it's impossible to take away everything. It's just about damage control. And he acknowledged they've got a big job to do defensively. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. As a player, when you're looking at your team and how you're playing in these early stages of the season, what are some of the things you're looking for? What are some of the compass signs you've got to read here?
Well, you're hoping to see tendency. You're hoping to see the culture, which means that your guys are getting to the gym early, that they're practicing, that what you tell them is shoot around, they're paying attention to during the game, that it follows through. A lot of it is more than X's and O's. It's about that culture, that winning culture, where you're doing all the little things. So you want to make sure that everyone is all dialed in, that they're sacrificing, that the team is the most important thing to them in the season. And you can tell that every day by how they practice, their routines, and then their effort on the court.
So sometimes early on it's more than just the wins and losses. That can be a little deceiving?
Yeah, definitely. The wins and losses are deceiving. Throw those out the window, because if you're building wins on bad habits, if you're building that castle on sand, so to speak, you're going to get knocked down when you get to play against a really good player. You're just kind of building up extra confidence, thinking of yourself more than you ought to. But I had a great coach always tell me that if you worry about the process, the wins and losses will come. If you worry about the wins and losses, you totally lose control of the process, and all heck can break loose.
I like that. Well said. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Filling out the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. Ilyasova out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Schroeder in at the one. First one falls for him. And going into last season, Kent Bazemore commanding a salary in excess of $17 million. Greg, how did an undrafted player coming off his first starting season in the league get that kind of salary?
Timing is everything. Reflection of the market. You remember he had that huge spike in the cap. It's also a bet on his upside and work ethic. And with Bazemore, you see that the dedication to improve is there, and that's what made the Hawks comfortable with the contract.
Now here's Walker. Screen by Howard. Monk kicks to Howard. Here's Bazemore. The shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And did you notice how each miss fired up the crowd even more? It became a vicious cycle.
Walker's shot is off.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Plenty of space. The Hawks again can't hit.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
To the inside. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And Walker strikes a nice balance between scoring and finding his teammates. That time for a wide-open bucket.
And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta, a team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
Free throw no good for Howard. And the Hornets team that while they have added rotation players via the draft, they haven't been able to draft a star to build around yet.
Oh, well, and with the Hornets, their best pick has been Kemba Walker back in 2011. I mean, they've traded away a lot of their picks right after making them. However, that might change as they lucked out with Monk falling to them.
Here's Batum after the basket by Atlanta.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Out left to the wing. Nobody near Schroeder. From outside, off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Walker kicks to Howard. And stolen by Bazemore. Over Monk. Bazemore misses. The feed to Kaminsky. Rebound, Atlanta.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Walker against Schroeder. Prince kicks to Dedmon. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta again missing. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Monk. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. From 12 feet out. And it's Schroeder missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Howard dishes to Batum. There's Walker with the 3. Charlotte again missing. The Hawks leading by 4. Fires from 14. Goes back up. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop. Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Hawks shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Schroeder outside. They set the pick. Off the pick. Kept alive. That shot no good. Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Walker. To the middle. Off the pick. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard can rattle your feelings when he sets a screen on you.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Schroeder with the ball. They picked up 24 points in their last one against the Mavericks in Dallas. Ilyasova, a screen on Walker. The kick out to Ilyasova. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That ties the game.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot especially inside. He's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Prince against Batum. Clock at 6. Prince misses.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Kaminsky kicks to Walker. It's deflected. Now here's Schroeder. Prince outside. Takes the 13-footer. Another miss by Prince.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, I mean, is not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of a facilitator.
Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. The Hawks working the ball around. Now Prince. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 5th is Dwight Howard.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Walker the pass to Batum. There's the dish to Kaminsky. He feeds it to Monk. The kick out to Walker. Dedmon with the block.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The pass to Schroeder. Bazemore dishes to Dedmon. Ilyasova a screen. Here's Bazemore. Drills the baseline jumper. Bazemore's got 6. One thing that I think many players and certainly many other coaches, Chris, in the NBA love about Steve Clifford is his brutal honesty. He will pull no punches with you.
Yeah, reporters just can't throw cliche phrases at him during the press conferences or he'll dismantle them. The frankness he has with the media and players is one reason players like playing for him.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. The Hornets have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lamb, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Carter Williams in for Walker.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Howard. Well, Chris, as you look around the league and with all the great players in it, who would you like to have played with that's playing right now?
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, you look at all the big fellas. I definitely would love to play with the Cousins or Davis. You look at guards. I mean, how could you not want to play with Westbrook, Harden, or LeBron? I mean, it's like telling a kid, go in the candy store, what candy do you want to pick? It might take him an hour. He might pass out just with the excitement. I don't know. There's so many great players in this league, man. It's so hard to choose one. How about you just take any of the top 10 and whichever one I pick out of the hat, I play with them and be happy.
I like that. How about in the past, guys you would have liked to have played with when you were playing the game?
Wow, late in my career, Kevin, I could have played with Tim Duncan. I've always thought that would have been like Shaq, KG. It would have been other big players at that time when you needed 2 guys inside to play. So it definitely have been guys that I respect battling and going up against, and those would have been the first I would have looked to play with. But those guys come to mind first and foremost.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Here's Delaney. 9 points last game out. Here's Bembry. Shot off the screen. Here's Collins. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Atlanta.
And even when the deep three has been there, they've stayed away from it. They're working hard to get shots from close range, resisting that urge to get too loose with their shot selection.
No good on that one. And if there's one thing the Hawks have hung their hats on, it's been their defense.
Very disciplined across the board. They take charges, they protect the paint, they do a great job with their communication. And even though they get their share of blocks and steals, I think they do a great job of avoiding those cheap fouls.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Carter Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pick by Zeller. Carter Williams kicks to Lamb. Off the pick. And slam dunk by Lamb.
An evolution to Lamb's game. Putting the ball on the deck, taking it aggressively to the rack.
The Hawks trail by 7. Delaney, the pass to Muscala. Bellinelli dishes to Collins. Passes to Muscala. Drills it from outside. Muscala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-6 run. Carter Williams kicks to Williams. And here is Lamb. His last outing, he had 8 points. They set the pick. The offensive rebound. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Kid Gilchrist has got his first basket of the night. Atlanta's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Feeds to Collins. Pulls it from 20. It's good. And the Hornets with possession here. 4-point game. And Lamb kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Lamb. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. And the Hornets lead by 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dishes to Carter Williams. Rebound by Muscala.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Carter Williams, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for Michael Carter Williams. He goes from Rookie of the Year to getting traded, then traded again. Had a lot to live up to after that award, but the expectations might have been a bit unfair.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Carter Williams. Well, you go back to Carter Williams in that award. He had good numbers, but not great efficiency in them.
Well, I think he's settling into his niche of being a serviceable, bigger point guard. He can run a team, and although he isn't dangerous, he isn't hurting you that much either. If he ever wants to make that jump, though, he's going to have to fix that jump shot.
Carter Williams hits them both.
Now, the former Rookie of the Year continues to improve. Carter Williams, he's a triple-double threat thanks to his size and his passing skills.
Here's Bellinelli looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a good screen. Here's Bembry. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Marvin Williams. And last season, Greg, one big issue for the Hornets was their bench.
And Charlotte tried their best to address that issue this past offseason. And it just goes to show that you need to have a complete roster to compete. A lot of games were given away by the Hornets last year by losing ground when the starters left the court.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the Hawks, known for their equal opportunity drive and kick offensive style. But Greg, their three-point shooting percentage has cratered the last few seasons.
Yeah, and the way the league is going, that's something they'll have to fix. The free throw line, also an issue for this group. It's clear they're in search of more shooting.
Here's Bembry. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Such a good in-between game. Land with the natural instincts from mid-range, plus the pure touch on the shot.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Tries it from 9. Shot by Collins, no good. Lamb with the ball. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Charlotte Hornets. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he steps on the floor. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
MKG and Williams are the forwards. Carter Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. The Hawks trail by 9. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, something special is brewing in Charlotte. Point guard Kemba Walker said, "It's a great start. We know how to play with each other, and we love playing with each other. The best thing is how hard we all work. We're going to grow." Kevin?
And that kind of optimism is terrific, David. Thank you. Walker and the Charlotte Crews seem to be a perfect match. Here's Bembry, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Bembry kicks to Collins. Pass to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Muscala drills the three-pointer. Muscala's got 6 points.
And Bellinelli is so talented, a team player who really whips the ball over to his teammates.
Carter Williams, the pass to Zeller. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Zeller's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Bembry kicks to Delaney. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Bellinelli. The feed now to Muscala, and stolen by Zeller. For the finish, and the dunk by Zeller.
Now there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he turns it into an and one.
And when you watch Cody Zeller on the floor, you just see how effective He is. He really plays the position well on both ends. He doesn't put up those huge numbers, but the change for his team is that he is so versatile and easy to plug in.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Greg, last season the Hornets were so much more productive when Zeller was on the floor. He was crucial whenever they came away with the win.
And many fans will tell you that Zeller was the second most important player on the team last season. Not a big box score guy, but his value to a team is undeniable.
Here's Monk. Oh, that's blocked. Kicks to Schroeder. Finished off the break.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Here's Walker after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. That's tipped. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Zeller, a screen on Schroeder. Walker dishes to Zeller. They set the screen. He kicks to Batum. He feeds it to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Batum passes to Zeller. Prince with the defensive effort.
But just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Bazemore on the wing. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Okay, 4 steals on the night. He relished being a major disruption on the defensive end.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Baseline jumper. And it's Walker again missing. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Prince. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Shot by Zeller, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. From 15 feet away, Prince's shot is good. Prince has got his second bucket. Charlotte leading by 6. Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit. Here's Walker. It's deflected. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Prince. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for Prince.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
There's the pick. Monk kicks to Kaminsky over Ilyasova. Here's Monk to end the drought. Here's Kaminsky. And at last, they get one to fall.
He's so intelligent around the rim. Kaminsky found a way to own that possession.
To the left side wing. Here's Dedmon. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Schroeder. Can't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now Monk. Outside, Walker. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities. Well, look, it's easy to see how important Kemba Walker is to this offense. His ability to score, but his impact goes beyond that. He does a great job of creating movement and opening up lanes for his teammates. He facilitates without turning over the ball.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the Hornets.
One shot.
And that one falls for Walker. And with Kemba Walker, the Hornets are always one of the better teams in terms of limiting turnovers, and how he is able to take care of the ball is a huge part of that.
Well, fans often overlook how important it is to have a point guard who doesn't give away possessions. Walker is mostly a scoring point guard, but has become an all-around star with the completeness of his game.
Outside, Batum. Screen by Howard. A shot by Batum, no good. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Prince. And the shot is long.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now, here's Monk, and stolen by Prince. To halt the run, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Prince. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Prince with the ball, and Ilyasova throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink?
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. Well, Chris, NBA players will go around to every arena at least once in a season. Does each arena have its own feel and look? And how does that impact players when they play on the floor? A depth perception from the basket to the last row. They've told me that every building feels different. Is that true?
Yeah, every building does feel different, but because every player is different, you know, it just depends on which guy, which arena. You know, I used to love Portland because it was dark in Portland and it felt warm in there. I don't know why. I mean, I can't really even explain that well, but I used to love playing in Portland. And I know some guys that have an arena that is bright, or they just love getting there, or maybe they just love that city. So a lot of times, I tell you what arena I really loved, and it was the first time I went to Boston Garden, because I just sat and I stretched on the floor probably for the longest of any game, because I sat there and I touched the parquet floor and I got to look up at all the banners, and I, you know, kind of reading the banners there and who played there and what year they won, and tried to remember that team. And so in some arenas it's just special because who's performed there and who's been there before you, and so every arena has a different feel.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Bazemore. He's got 6. And it's Schroeder missing. Hornets leading by 10. And Batum kicks to Monk. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Monk.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Marvin Williams is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lamb, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Carter Williams in for Kemba Walker. Here's Bembry. The Hawks again can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Howard dishes to Kid Gilchrist. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They set the screen. Bellinelli passes to Bembry. No good on the triple.
Hate to say it, but he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Another shot. Howard misses.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Delaney. The Hawks get it back in a new 24. Back to Muscala. And Bellinelli kicks to Bembry. Now the dish to Collins. Lays it up and banks it in. Collins has got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lamb dishes to Howard. Now the pass to Carter Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for Charlotte.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Oh, well, when you go up against the Hornets, you know that they're going to battle you for rebounds. Great job of closing out possessions. They rarely get pushed around on the glass.
Carter Williams hits them both. Hornets are a strong rebounding team, Chris. It makes sense when you look at this roster. A lot of strength at every position.
Oh, yeah. Well, and adding Dwight Howard can only help with that. Every time the shot goes up, he boxes out. He's not afraid to get into the paint and battle for position.
Here's Bembry. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Carter Williams, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Carter Williams. Well, we see so many of these players, Chris, in the NBA reach notoriety very early in their careers, sometimes even while they're still in high school. What was it like growing up as a star athlete and all the hype that surrounds it? You were the #1 high school player in the country coming out.
Well, you have to stay focused. You know, I didn't grow up in this era of social media and everything. I can only imagine that pressure now, but really you have to stay focused. You have to realize that you're just in the middle of your goal. You're not a celebrity or a star yet, no matter how good you are on that level. Everybody in the NBA has been the best player on their team at some point in time, so things are going to even it out. You have to stay focused, stay goal-oriented in school and in sports, and hopefully the best things will happen. And if you're lucky, like I was, you have some real good people around you, whether family or friends.
Yeah, good mentors, right? That's got to be important.
Yeah, you definitely got to have good mentors, whether it's coaches that can encourage you to spend all your time on the court, or whether it's friends and family that encourage you to stay focused and not kind of get caught up with others that may not have a focus or a love or a passion right now. So you just really need good people. It takes a village, and for guys that are feeling so much fame and getting so many accolades at such a young age, it's hard to handle as an adult. Just imagine trying to handle that as a kid. So you definitely need a lot of good people around you in your corner to help you succeed in life.
Here's Delaney. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Muscala. And the 3 off target. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense is right there. Williams gets the bucket.
But it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
Bellinelli for 3. And so it's Charlotte feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mike, nice showing offensively in the first half. How do you keep that going?
We just got to keep sharing the ball. And, you know, if you're open, knock it down, stay confident. But the most important thing is us keep sharing the ball, making the extra pass.
Michael, you did a great job in the first half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Dwight Howard had no problems getting going. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about...
Charlotte leading by 17. And so in the game for the Hawks, Schroeder and Bazemore are in the backcourt. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Ilyasova, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And here is Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. They get the rebound. Howard kicks to Batum. Schroeder against Walker. Pass to Howard. Back to Walker. From the arc. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Dedmon passes to Schroeder. Shoots over Walker. Walker with some nice D.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
And Batum kicks to Kaminsky and finished off by Kaminsky.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Feeds to Dedmon. Hawks passing it around. This one for 3. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 10.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
The Hawks trail by 19. Prince in the corner. He tries for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Screen by Howard. And Walker kicks to Monk. And stolen by Ilyasova. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Bazemore. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 8.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
Monk dishes to Howard. Pass to Walker. Back to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
A little bit of a throwback evening for Howard. Has all of his moves working here tonight.
The Hawks trail by 16. And last season, I think, Greg, there was a time when Kemba Walker was playing basketball, you know, as well as any point guard in the NBA.
No doubt. I mean, not to say he's the best in our league, but he is certainly climbing up the list. You can't ignore his impact on this team. Has worked to improve each season he's been in the league.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ilyasova sets a screen for Schroeder. And that one comes up a bit short.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Bazemore passes to Prince. Dishes to Schroeder. Ilyasova, a screen on Walker. It's Schroeder with the drive. Here's Ilyasova, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ilyasova's got 5 points so far.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Here's Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on him. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Batum. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of. And he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
The first one falls.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
Zeller, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
Yeah, and it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Monk kicks to Walker. Kaminsky in the corner. 5 to shoot. Zeller dishes to Monk. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound in this one. Prince kicks to Ilyasova. Bazemore passes to Dedmon. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Releases. Charlotte again missing.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Now here's Bazemore. He's tightly guarded, and the dunk by Bazemore.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. To the paint, and stolen by Ilyasova. Prince against Batum. He's off on that one. Walker with some nice D. Pass to Kaminsky. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Kaminsky's got 14 points for the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue
to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
The Hawks making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Schroeder.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Just nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taken that shot.
And with Zeller, it is that efficiency with the ball that you really like about his game every season, Chris. He gets more and more comfortable helping carry the scoring load.
Well, Zeller does a good job of always having his hands ready and being in a position to score. He's great at finishing on those dump-off passes. He knows how to roll and finish strong.
Here's Bazemore. Zeller grabs the board.
That's a shot that will drive his teammates crazy. There's just no reason to take it. He should have kicked it back out and reset the offense.
The shot by Monk is no good.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Oh, man, come on. Injuries like this can change the course of a game, even the whole season. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
For the Hawks, Collins checked in for Ilyasova. Bellinelli comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Dennis Schroeder. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Monk. And it's Carter Williams in for Kemba Walker. Collins against Williams. They set the pick. Delaney, the pass to Collins. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, the bounce pass is the ticket there. Very nice assist.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Bembry's checked in for Taurean Prince.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Collins.
And looking at this Charlotte roster, really the strength of it is their perimeter play. A good collection of dynamic playmakers and shooters from that point guard to small forward position. They are the bulk of this team's offensive threats.
It's tipped. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Here's Muscala. But they'll get another chance. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the pass to Delaney. Collins, a screen on Carter Williams. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 22 is their biggest lead. Greg, the Hornets were strong outside, but weak inside. I guess they've addressed that weakness, going for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they went out and got what they felt could be an anchor on that front line. And listen, he's going to provide that rim presence that they lacked a season ago. The question is, can he also give them some punch offensively?
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Hawks provided us with some information. He told me that he suffered a sprained toe. He won't return for this game, and depending on the final prognosis, he may miss a number of games before making a return. I'll let you know more details as soon as I find them out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Here's Collins, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. It goes on Cody Zeller. The Hawks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And he's good on the second. And the Hornets with possession here. It's an 18-point lead. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Williams, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. When Marvin Williams came into the NBA out of North Carolina, the world was expecting a lot out of him, mostly because of where he was drafted, which was number 2 overall back in 2015. He hasn't lived up, Chris, to those draft position numbers, but he has been a solid contributor his entire career.
Well, it's not his fault the GM picked him that high, so I don't know. I think most players knew what his potential was. I just think that was a mistake of a GM. But for Marvin, it took some time, but he's grown into playing the power forward position. He came in as a 3, believe it or not, so I always thought he was at a disadvantage. He's always been able to shoot and stretch the floor from that spot, but now if he had played the 4, coming in and stretched out bigger guys, I think that would have been more advantageous for his game.
Delaney, they get it back. He gets that one. Collins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. The Hawks trail by 18. Delaney kicks to Muscala. Tries again. Got a hand on it.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Here's Batum. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart? Well, look, he's got to find better looks, so he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
And Batum kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Batum. The feet to Carter Williams. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. 3-pointer. Williams can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 20. Outside, Bellinelli. Here's Collins. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Collins has got 14 points for the game. Now here's Carter Williams, guarded closely. Zeller dishes to Batum. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You watch Batum play, and you can see how unselfish he is, Chris, as a player. Great passer, always gets solid assist numbers, but sometimes, just sometimes, you just want him to be a little bit more aggressive and looking for his own shot.
Well, Batum must have heard you, because last year he wasn't shy about letting it loose. He put the shots up, and he's improved the rate in which he gets to the free throw line where he's just lights out. With his first step and his length, you would think he could draw a ton of fouls when he's on the floor.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Lamb, he's checked in for Charlotte. Both free throws good from Batum.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Collins passes it to Bellinelli. Here's Delaney. That shot misses. And Charlotte will come the other way.
Whether he's wide open or covered, he can't get anything to go in right now.
Stolen away. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Collins, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. There's the screen. Here's Delaney. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Lamb. He dishes it to Williams. Good on the shot. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Delaney kicks to Collins. Hawks passing it around. For the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Batum. There's a screen by Williams. Now here's Batum. Defense right on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
And the athleticism and fearlessness of Batum inside is exceptional, really testing the defense deep in the paint.
And Marvin Williams for a long while had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who is stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and he shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
And he makes the first. Charlotte making a switch here. Howard's checked in. That one is no good. Atlanta shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Bembry. Atlanta again missing. Charlotte leading by 23. Batum attacking. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, man, and Batum is very effective on this drive. Just knows how to get his shots to go despite getting bodied up.
There's a screen. Shot to stop the drought.
Oh, and chalk that one up to the poor screen. He never gets planted, and the defender gets right around it.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands. Show your hands. Don't foul.
Moments ago, Steve Clifford talking about defensive technique. Doesn't want to give up free points at the charity line.
And by focusing in on the smallest thing, his guys know how serious he is. One of the better defensive coaches in our league.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Stone out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Howard. And it's O'Bryant in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Howard kicks to Stone. Here's O'Bryant. He feeds it to Graham. And finished off by Graham.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Plumlee in the high post. Here's Babbitt with the 3, and the rebound goes to Howard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Lamb passes to O'Bryant. Here's Stone. Charlotte gets it back. Here's Lamb. Got a piece of it. Here's Bembry. Cook dishes to Collins. Snatched away. Here's Stone, and he lays it straight in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Cook kicks to Plumlee. Bembry the pass to Collins. Here's Bembry. The dish to Babbitt. Launches it. They grab their own miss. It's good. Collins has got 10 points in just the second half.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Plumlee. Torian Prince comes in for Luke Babbitt. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cook. Baseline jumper. Monk's shot's good.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
They set the pick. Here's Schroeder. Hornets with the rebound.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
For the Hawks, Ilyasova comes in for Collins. And Cook subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. To the middle. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Kicks to Monk. Howard dishes to Kaminsky. Here's Monk. And he banks in the layup. Monk's got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Cook kicks to Dedmon. The Hawks working the ball around. Passes it to Bembry. Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, you know, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
They set the pick. Ilyasova is screen on Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Ilyasova again from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Monk kicks to Lamb. And it's blocked. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Lamb. Here is Cook. Pass to Bembry. Prince outside. He kicks to Ilyasova. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from 3-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Here's Walker. It's tipped. Outside for Carter-Williams. Goes back up. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Carter-Williams. Carter-Williams has got 6 assists here tonight. Here is Cook. And we've seen a few players come into the NBA through different paths, either playing overseas for a year or spending time in the D-League, now known as the G-League. Chris, do you think that these alternative paths to the NBA will ever be as common as the standard collegiate path to the NBA?
Well, I think it can be, only because there's such an international presence in the game. and that now you're starting to find players all over. And the great thing about the NBA is it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters what type of skill set that you have. So I can see it being other paths to the NBA, but the NCAA is always going to be one in the fact that guys want to play for their state teams, and that's always going to be fun to watch. But thank God for basketball fans and athletes, there's a lot of paths to the NBA, which is the ultimate if you want to play basketball.
Absolutely. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Schroeder. What's the status, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Hawks provided us with some information. He told me it looks like he broke his toe, and that's why he's in so much pain. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on him.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. And so he hits both. The Hornets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Now here's Walker. T right on him. Prince with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here is Cook, guarded by Walker. Prince outside, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bembry, gets the 14-footer to fall.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness.
Here's Monk. Outside for Carter Williams. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's got to be encouraging to see. Carter Williams expanding his range, demonstrating his soft touch from outside.
Prince outside. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other team. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. You know, if basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you know, you have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, you know, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. No, the culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the bench should have as much fun. I love watching the benches go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully, we get a better show on the bench.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Michael Carter-Williams. Then for the Hawks, Ellenelli, he's checked in for Bembry, and it's Malcolm Delaney in for Cook. Walker in the post. Charlotte no good that time either.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Misses from short range. The Hawks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Delaney. The kick out to Ilyasova. Off target with his 3. Charlotte leading by 22. Monk, the pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Kaminsky. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Delaney. And the jumper off target to finish the break.
A decent attempt at the rim right there. You're just simply off right now.
Here's Monk. Rebound by the Hawks. Ilyasova's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
And we know this league is enjoying great success. The Players Union going into last season created a program, Chris, to fund health insurance for all retired players with 3 or more years of service.
Well, I'm proud of our Players Union. I hope that other sports take lead. You know, you take care of those that come before you. That's one thing in the NBA we always know and the players will always respect. That's why it was a unanimous vote by the Players Association. It definitely was a proud moment. I'm proud of my NBA brothers.
And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Walker with it. Feeds to Kaminsky from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Prince. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
He's developed a nice in-between game. The D gave him way too much cushion.
On the wing, Batum. Guarded by Prince. Zeller dishes to Batum. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Come on, man. The concentration that Batum has had on these and-one plays is amazing. He's used to finishing through physical contact.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That one misses for Batum. And the game and the culture of basketball has so many subsets. One of those is the basketball shoe culture, the sneaker culture. Players competing almost as much, Chris, for style points as they are for actual points.
Oh, yeah, you know, and I love to say that I was part of that culture, you know, with the black socks and with some different shoes that I've had at the NBA. It's a lot of fun, man. It's something that your fans can relate to. It's something personal. It shows a personal side of what you have, your type of design. So, you know, you're very fortunate if you get your own kick deal, and I was fortunate. It's a lot of fun, and the fans love it.
Delaney kicks to Dedmon. Prince outside from deep. Offensive rebound. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
And the Hawks making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Ilyasova a screen to the wing on the left. Here's Dedmon, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Time now for an injury report.
The guys, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head athletic trainer about his status. He told me that he suffered a sprained toe. He'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Muscala, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Dwight Howard.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Now, here's Walker. Back to Batum.
He knows how to make the most of his tools. Batum using his length, putting pressure on the D and getting to the line.
That free throw good from Batum. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Johnny O'Bryant, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Monk. And it's Lamb in there for Kemba Walker. Both free throws good from Batum. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dishes it to Muscala. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Shooting two.
And he can't get the first one. So he comes up empty, missing both. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stone passes to Lamb. Outside Williams. And there's the pass to Lamb. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mike, it seemed like you were looking to push the pace at every opportunity. What was your mindset?
We're just trying to get out and run. You know, the less play calls, the better. So we're just trying to get out and run and find each other.
You did a great job in transition tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.